Come on, girls, come on. Just like leading the band here. Oh good, stay back. How you doing? On we girls, come on. When the sheep go out into the field, you'll find that you'll see them limping after a day or two. If you have long grass, the sheep's cleat, which is 2 toes in the sheep, and there's a bit of skin just like between your fingers there, that gets damp and it'll get a bit raw and sore. So this ailments antibiotic spray, you just spray a wee bit of it on it, and that soothes it and heals it in no time at all. So that's why you see farmers with blue hands. You've heard of the red hand of Ulster? This is the blue hand of Ulster. So ailments spray, that's what that is. But when you're trying to hold the sheep's foot and spray it, you're shaking it around and you end up putting more of it on yourself. So that's the ailments story. This is a little lamb feeder here in front of us, and just a little sheltered box which your lambs can run in and get meal, and you can put it out in the middle of the field and then the crows can't get the meal, and it also will keep the mothers out because they'll go in and scoff the meal on you. So there's a little adjustable sliding gate. The bars become narrower or wider, and it'll let smaller lambs, bigger lambs, sheep in if you want sheep in. So that's the little lamb feeder. There's a compartment at the back where you put a bag or 2 of meal down into. So I'm taking one of these across to where we'll put the sheep, and the lambs are just started. There was a couple in it this morning. I saw nibbling at a wee bit of meal. It's not this feeder, there's another one out in the back. I'm taking it across. So we want to get the lambs onto meal as quick as possible because that boosts your live weight gain. Also it gives a little ease to the sheep because the lambs will go and nibble. Once they start eating solids and onto grass and that, they're less dependent on milk. And this is the back of your lamb feeder. The little peg goes in here, keep it shut. So lift down like this, lift it up. And this is where your bag of meal goes in down in here into a chute. Your lambs come in the front. So Jay and I are heading across to pick up the lamb feeder and take it over to the stock. Jay, get your seatbelt on. Just hitching my wheel lifter off because I need to take the water bowser and I need to use the hitch to get it hitched on. So I was taking it off there, but I forgot to take my rope off that trips the bale, and it reminded me of my neighbour across back here. Years ago we were working at silage, and it was an old Nuffield tractor, the bright orange one, and he was drawn in with us. It wasn't his tractor, it was my uncle's. And he was working away, and evening work was done, he was hitching the trailer off and driving the tractor away, but he looked back and forgot that he hadn't disconnected the hydraulic tipping hose for the trailer. And he had drove off like a second or two, and the hose stretched like an elastic band, and as he looked round like this, it just pulled off at the ram end of the trailer and came like a catapult and hit him on the head. And his saying was that he could feel the lump getting bigger and the skin in the back of his head stretching, as he called it. So that was what happened. He was very fortunate. It could kill you, that, but that was what happened to our neighbour. Just a little bit of, it's actually milk and cow syringe, something or other. That taught them a lesson now. Okay, it's up to you, go on. Millie, go by. Goodbye. This is the field which I've just brought the sheep in through, and they're grazing down at the bottom of it there. They've come through this lovely old county down gate. That's the style, that is known as a county down gate, with your hoops running on it, horseshoe shaped. And those lovely old pillars. There were sets of these pillars on the surrounding farms around, because in gentry days it was all one landowner owned everything, and he came out on his horse and trap, or horse and buggy, on his little Sunday drive, and he drove through all these sets of pillars across his property. Now, the blacksmith that made that gate, he leaves his little signature mark on it. Or if it was a blacksmith who was making a plough, a grubber, or whatever it was, he usually had a little symbol he stamped into it, or etched into it, or chiselled into it. On this gate post here, you'll see the little 5 mark, like a dice, or a die should I say. And on this end of his gate, he has a little cross here, as you can see. So as I travel around hedge trimming on the farms and see an old gate like this, I'm jumping out to have a little look around it to see if there's any markings on it which would match the blacksmith that made this little gate. So this little lammy here, he's got a sore foot, he's limping a wee bit, but as you can see, its foot scald, See in between his toes, it's raw. So I just put a little bit of blue spray which stings. And just in case you didn't know, lambs don't have any top teeth, or sheep, just bottom, just on the bottom, just gums in the top. So there you are. There's another race going on over here. Who's racing around the field tearing the grass up on me?
Working on a farm up at the crack of dawn. Jump out of bed and get your overalls on.
Get your overalls